season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. His first carry, and he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Brings up second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Yeah, he'll find Hall. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on it and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That good for 19 and a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 36. From the gun, Herbert. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
18 Gator.
On first and 10, Herbert. And this is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Nyheim Hines, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the ready. Check right 54. Right 54. Don't let it breathe. Don't let it breathe. Get it.
Here's Jones on first down. It's caught to Charles. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A gain of 6 there on first.
Number 87. It's a big old 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Leo. Check 4. Begin. Ready?
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Ready.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47.
High 7. Snap.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And
What the fuck?
Incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
He
Prior
ran
to
away
that,
from
he
the
had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, set. Hey, box truck. Check 3. Now. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. We want this. X3. 218. Chopper.
Watch twins. Check.
Hey, Delta.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 31.
Big grip.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Look at me. Zipper.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
Jones now. Throwing on first down. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Open man here is Scott, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
From the 24, Jones nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Set, ready? 30 base. Check, walk 54, walk 54.
Let's go, D.
Five.
Off the play fake. Jones throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Ready?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Come on, dude.
Now it's Hines. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Here we go.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run on first down. It's Hines. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, Haywood.
Mark 55, Mark 55.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
To throw on second down. Herbert. And that's incomplete.
First pass, incomplete on the throwaway. It's third down and 5 yards to go.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
From the gun, Herbert. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. Hey, Wahoo!
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. It's our time. 54 Mike. 54
Dude.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. It's caught by Davis. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go. 60 or.
54 Mike. I got him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Set. 60 outlaw. Hey, Zoo.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Get in the weight room. Hey.
Look, squeeze. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6, 5.
Now Jones operating
Not even
from
the play.
gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Go. Ready?
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Steps away to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Daniil Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Bravo!
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And the Niners get there and bring him down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Good job.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And some room to maneuver. I tell you what, credit is due there on him preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered?
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken very short. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They run with Hines. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
61, match box, play.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Go! 15, Lions, 59. Pilot, 64, read. Shit. Hey, echo. Hey!
Check nickel.
Bam! Get it!
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert.
Yeah, all right.
And it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Herbert. His throw incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Oliver, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set. 60 yard.
Watch the run, watch the run. Deuce, 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 deuce.
Hey, high 7.
Mike,
Go.
Record. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
5.
They go play action here on 1st down. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
5. Ready.
Throwing, Jones. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
51 to Mike, boy, 51.
Yo, cheetah. Now.
Here's Jones. Off play action. This is Johnson. He's got it. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the 1st half.
Yes.
I'm here all day.
Go.
Check. Check 9. He's checking. Crash. Watch the ship.
Hey, Delta.
Watch the ship.
Go.
Jones now. A final shot before break. Looking deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Fielded about a yard deep. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one? This is pretty big.
I put a star. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield.
Just suck right
so
into
how are you going
him.
to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep
How's the
him
ball
in.
run away
Your
with
running
stuff
backs
like that?
have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On the double. Hey, Haywood.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
In the face. Hey, watch that.
On third down, Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical.
Touchdown, Detroit. Naeem Hines, 58 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
I think that's the slowest spin cycles.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Get the ball. Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare. Flare.
Get it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I smell fear in that offense.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And that is
See, you get held up.
incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10.
First down, Detroit.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On 1st down, Hines, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On second down, it's Hines. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
60 outlaw. Let's get hard.
They run again with Hines. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You ready?
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Lions are able to extend their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1.
Let's go. Do it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm. Put it under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them away.
And he's going to go down again. Bradley Chubb racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Stand up.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Fielded at about the 28. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Detroit.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Go now. 10 logo. 80 weapons. Hey, Stu.
Switch gears, switch gears. Bang, 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 bang. Check 3, check 3.
Go.
Looking to throw. Herbert throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18.
First down.
Mike, 50.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Hey.
He's not going to get me.
Steve Griffin.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got this one complete to Countaway. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Back.
Now Jones. And that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
What the fuck? Pitch the ball.
Nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready.
Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey, Orbit. You better be afraid of me. Watch you.
2nd and 13. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Come to my work. We want.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken in at the 22. Touchdown, Detroit. Mark that down as a punt return of 78 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. PAT up and good by Rosas, and that will extend this big lead. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, Let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, break.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Ready.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4.
Bravo. Look, squeeze.
Slam. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Go.
Jones operating from the gun. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Bradley Chubb in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
How it keeps changing.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Scott. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
61, matchbox lights. Let's go.
Here's Hines. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Set 15, Lonnie. 15 line.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't
Pilot, 64, weak.
don't get
Hey, Echo.
Check 99. Check 99.
Get it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert over the middle, complete. That's Robbins. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
Ready.
A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Hey, come on, come on.
Look at me. Go. Rock it. Shoot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And taking it across
2
midfield and
linebackers.
just shy of the 40. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
Ready. 50, plant.
Easy.